of the holies, where the silence was law. The Elohim reached for the clay and the floor. One breath of Neshama, the vacuum collapsed as the infinite spirit in matter was trapped. The static of stars became weight in the bone, a kingdom of carbon, a spirit-built throne. The fabric of heaven is starting to fray as the pulse of the living is etched into clay. The angels of order, they turn from the light as the shadow of Adam ignites in the night. The first beat of time, a heart made of mud, the start of the war and the path to the blood. Listen to the vacuum, feel the pressure of the choice. The word becomes flesh, and the heavens lose their voice.
Blueprints were drafted in sapphire and flame, but the maker chose carbon to carry the name. No golden proportions, no solar flare skin, just the wet earth of Eden where the story begins. He's molding the knuckles, he's weaving the veins, while the dominions watch with the cold holy disdain. The aristocrats of the ether, the lords of the height, see their glory eclipsed by a creature of night. It's the red clay decree, the signature of God, written in the marrow and the walking of the side. The principalities arise and the multiverse is torn, for the king of the valley has finally been born. Yeah! The king of the valley, rising from the mud. Behold, says the ancient, the crown made of soil. The principalities recoil from the sweat and the toil. They see a short-lived shadow, a flicker of breath, a creature born walking the valley of death. But inside the chest is a resonant chamber, glowing with the spark of celestial amber. The serpents are hissing, the marines start to wake as the foundations of the firmament begin to shake. Not made of the fire, no. Not made of the wind, no. Something far deeper where the spirit has been. The image is set, no. The protocol's live. signature of God, written in the marrow and the walking of the sod. The principalities arise in the multiverse is torn, for the king of the valley has finally been born. Dust to dust, dust to dominion. The first war starts now.
Of light, calculated beauty in the dead of the night. We map the dimensions, we measured the stars, we hold the vibrations that broke through the bars. For eons we offered the perfect refrain, a symphony wholly untouched by a stain. But now the great throne has a new favorite toy, a fragile collection of grief and of joy. Look at the hands, they are covered in grime, a creature of seasons, a prisoner of time. How can the infinite dwell in the small? How can the majesty answer his call? This is the pride of the princes, the high court's lament. At the scent of the garden, the heaven is rent. We will not bow to the image of clay, we will not serve what will rot in a day. Frantic violence, no, we will not serve the dust. He's a chaotic variable, a leak in the code, a walking disaster on a holy road. God gave him the keys to the portals we built, to a spirit of weakness, of hunger and guilt. Will weave him a lattice of beautiful lies, will cloud the Neshama and darken his eyes. If he is the image, will shatter the glass and watch as his kingdoms and memories pass. Geometry, symmetry, symmetry, symmetry. The law of the firstborn has finally been spoken. He is a footnote, he is a flaw. We are the masters, we are galore. This is the pride of the princes, the high court's lament. At the scent of the garden, the heaven is rent. We will not bow to the image of clay, we will not serve what will rot in a day. Infiltration, a Kalpa of silence, a Kalpa of song. Nothing was jagged and nothing was wrong. But then came the heartbeat, a thud in the mud, the rhythmic intrusion of water and blood. It hit the frequency, cracked the design, and pulled the eternal across the linear line. Can you hear the skip? Can you feel the slide? The gears of the cosmos are grinding inside. It's the dissonance, the sound of the infinite meeting the fear. The music is breaking, the rhythm is lost. The multiverse tallies the terrible cost. One breath of the clay, and the song drifts away. The principalities clutch at their ears as the image produces the first of its tears. A frequency lower than angels can reach, a hole in the fabric, a holy breach. The math is dissolving, the numbers are raw. The dust has rewritten the celestial law. It isn't a melody, it's a groan and a cry that echoes from Eden to the edge of the sky. Entropy enters the sanctuary, decay enters the light. The first note of ending is played in the night. It's the dissonance, the sound of the infinite meeting the fear. The music is breaking, the rhythm is lost. The multiverse tallies the terrible cost. Static, signal, lost. Systems that don't have a name. We rule the gravity, we hold the weight. The cold bureaucrats of a celestial state. We watch the Elohim descend to the floor to open a brand new organic door. He gave the image the right to preside, while we are the shadows that linger outside. The system is rigid, the system is grand, but now there's a footprint in the holy sand. Under the shadow of the dominions we wait to turn the image into a prisoner of fate. If he wants the earth, then we'll give him the cage. A world made of walls and a history of rage. We overshadow find every fracture and widen every flaw. We'll build you a structure of steel and of stone to keep you from seeing the light of the throne. We are the weight in your feet when you run, the feeling of ending before you've begun. The dominions are watching from behind the veil, ensuring the dustborn is destined to fail. Structure, order, the spirit of Adam is bought and is sold. We're weaving a web of space and of time where beauty is hidden and truth is a crime. Under the shadow of the dominions we wait to turn the image into a prisoner of fate. If he wants the earth, then we'll give him the cage. A world made of walls and a history of rage. The system recognizes a trespasser, initiating overshadow protocol. Before the sun was a spark in the sky, we were the kings where the shadows lie. In the Tehom, the deep, the cold, the black, before the spirit pushed the darkness back. Feel a movement on the surface of things, the vibration of feet and the rustle of wings. A creature of clay on the dry dusty land, claiming a kingdom he don't understand. The waters remember, the darkness is old. The story of Adam is yet to be told. Tehom Stirring, the Leviathan wakes. The surface is fragile, the foundation shakes. You walk on the earth, but we rule the flood. We'll pull the Neshama back into the mud. Deep where the light cannot reach. You are sovereign, you think you are free, while you sail on the skin of a merciless sea. Every drop of your blood is a saltwater debt, and the spirits of Neptune haven't finished yet. We are the marine, the lords of the trench. At the smell of your incense, we offer our stench. We'll drag down your cities, we'll swallow your pride. There is nowhere for image and clay to hide. The spirit moved over the face of the deep, but the deep, never went to sleep. We are the anchors, we are the weight, we are the hunger at the watery gate. The Tehom Stirring, the Leviathan wakes. The surface is fragile, the foundation shakes. You walk on the earth, but we rule the flood. We'll pull the Neshama back into the mud. You look to the heavens and think you see stars, but you're looking at the ceiling and the atmospheric bars. We drop the seeds of the doubt in the soil to watch the Neshama beginning to boil. A whisper in the wind, a shadow on the sun. The hunt for the human has already begun. We don't need a sword and we don't need a blade, just a flicker of fear in the Eden-made shade. The prince of the power, the heiress is throne. You're never in private, you're never alone. don't come with thunder, I don't come with the roar. I don't bring the armies to your garden door. I'm the rustle in the grass, the shimmer in the heat, the secret vibration beneath your naked feet. The Elohim gave you a yes and a no, but the maybe is where the real flowers grow. Why be a servant in a cage of perfection when you could be the god of your own reflection? Did he really say? Did he really mean? Step behind the curtain, see the ghost in the machine. It's the subtlety of the scale, the flicker of the tongue, the oldest song that has ever been sung. Soft as a shadow, smooth as the skin. The door is wide open. Won't you come in? Just a taste of the more. You're a king of the dust, but you're blind to the gold. Locked in a story that's already told. He calls it protection, I call it a veil. I'm the one offering the wind for your sail. The fruit isn't poison, the fruit is a key to unlock the you that he won't let you be. The heavens are jealous of what you could find. The multiverse waiting inside of your mind. Coil around the heart, tighten on the breath. There's a beautiful life on the other side of death. Trust the whisper, trust the scale. It's the subtlety of the scale, the flicker of the tongue, the oldest song that has ever been sung. Soft as a shadow, smooth as the skin. The door is wide open. Won't you come in?
Look at the hands, the dirt still under the nail. A masterpiece of clay, designed to never fail. I'm the walking tabernacle, the temple made of bone, carrying the frequency of the great white throne. The stars are just the footstool, the sun is just the light, but I'm the one who carries the spirit through the night. The principalities are screaming, they can't stand the sight of a mud-born king reclaiming his birthright.
I am the mirror,
I am the spark,
the only thing that's glowing.
when the multiverse is I am the image bearer, the breath within the clay,
The bridge between the glory
and the ending of the day,
wrapped in the carbon.
but fueled by the flame, walking through the garden in the master's name.
He carries the name.
Yeah, I carry the name. The weight of the glory is heavy on the spine, where the human limitation meets the vertical divine. The serpent's in my ear, the marine is at my feet, but the rhythm of the kingdom is the only thing I beat. They wanna see me fracture, they wanna see me break, cause every step I'm taking makes the firmament quake. I'm the mystery of the ages, the hidden protocol,
how a single choice tears the worlds apart. It wasn't a thunderbolt, it wasn't a roar, just the sound of a latch on a forbidden door. The images shift and the pixels are blurred. The frequency stutters on a single word. The rebellion is fractal, it starts in the seed, then branches out through every thought and every deed. The line is crossing, the code is tossing. Everything we were is what we're losing. It's a fractal rebellion, a split in the glass. Watch the golden ages and the memories pass. Every piece is a prison, every shard is a soul, trying to remember how it felt to be whole. The pattern is breaking, the foundation is shaking. The Elohim's likeness is falling away, replaced by the shadows of a shorter day. The glitch in the system is starting to spread, from the heart and the chest to the thoughts in the head. The principalities cheer as the color turns gray, as the master of Eden becomes master of decay. One small deviation, 1 degree off the line, and the human machine loses the vertical divine. Divide the light, multiply the night. The fractal is feeding on the loss of the side. It's a fractal rebellion, a split in the glass. Watch the golden ages and the memories pass. Every piece is a prison, every shard is a soul, trying to remember how it felt to be home. The images, the images, the images, the images.
Outside is leaking into the in. Dimensional walls are beginning to bow. The then and the after are meeting the now. The gates of the multiverse swing on the hinge as the colors of heaven begin to infringe. It's a leak in the fabric, a tear in the sky, where the laws of the physics are starting to die.
Can you see the fall? Can you feel the cold?
Story of open the gates, let the frequencies collide. There is nowhere for the spirit or the matter to hide. Through the wormhole of sorrow, through the tunnel of light, the multiverse is bleeding. In the middle of the night, yeah, the multiverse is bleeding. The Principality step through the rift as the tectonic plates of the spirit world shift. No longer a whisper, no longer scream. We're caught in the crossfire of different planes, where the fire of the stars meets the blood in the veins. The image is a portal, the clay is a door, and the multiverse is coming to settle the score. North, south, east, west, height, depth, put it to the test. Every dimension open, every pretension broken. Every dimension, every dimension, every open the gates, let the frequencies collide. There is nowhere for the spirit or the matter to hide. Through the wormhole of sorrow, through the tunnel of light, the multiverse is bleeding in the middle of the night.
Remember the fire before I knew the cold, before the silver was tarnished and the light became old. I remember the vastness, the unmeasured space, before I was confined to this beautiful face. Now the clay is a prison, the skin is a wall. I'm a giant of spirit, made bitter and small. The Neshama is crying for the home it once knew, while the earth claims the body in the morning dew. The weight of the gravity, the pull of the ground. I'm lost in a body that I haven't yet found. This is the lament, the song of the spark, trying to stay lit in the thickening dark. I am the breath of a god in a house made of bone, feeling the distance from the great white throne, so far from home, so far. Is heavy, the likeness is torn. I'm mourning the moment that I was reborn. The multiverse is vast, but my cage is so tight. I'm a prisoner of breathing, a prisoner of sight. The principalities laugh at my struggle for air, while I weave my regret into a desperate prayer. If I am a king, then where is my crown? All I can feel is the weight pulling down. Let me out, let me out, but the law of the dust is a law of goodbye. This is the lament, the song of the spark, trying to stay lit in the thickening dark. I am the breath of a god in a house made of bone, feeling the distance from the great white throne. Neshama.
Lord. Yeah. Yeah, the crown is dented, but the head's still high. I'm the king of the dirt under an Aladdin sky. Call me dust, call me clay, call me flesh and bone, but you're still screaming at my terrestrial throne. I'm a street level sovereign, a mud cake lord, fighting off the shadow with a spirit-edged sword. You want mine, Neshama, you want my design? Come and try to take it from the covenant line. Born in the grind, built for the climb. I'm the master of the in the middle of time. It's dust-born sovereignty, the rule of the mud. Power in the pulse and the fire in the blood. You can haunt the air, you can rule it deep. I'm the one the master chose to keep. Yeah, the dust-born rules. The dust-born rules. Principalities looking from the heights of the glass, watching the lower kind of royalty pass. You think I'm weak cause I bleed and I sweat. I'm the most dangerous thing you haven't conquered yet. I'm a holy machine with a broken down frame, but I still got the spark and I still got a name. From the slums of the garden to the edge of the grave, I'm the one the multiverse was built to save. Look at my face, the image is there. Look at my lungs, I'm breathing your air. I'm the anomaly, I'm the authority, the dust-born king. In the spiritual majority, it's dust-born sovereignty. The rule of the mud. Power in the pulse and the fire in the blood. You can haunt the air, you can rule it deep. I'm the one the master chose to keep. You can't cage the wind. You can't kill the spark. We're just getting started. In the heart of the dark. Dust-born rules. Digital daggers aimed at the bone. The principalities are broadcasting fear on the dial, trying to drown out the grace for a while. They send the dissonance, they send the decay to wash the harmonic and feed in a way. But the heart has a frequency they can't override. The low end rumble that carries the light. Signal, static, calculate the rhythm. And the holy cross is the war of harmonics. The fight for the vibration where we belong. They bring the noise, but we bring the beat. The sound of the spirit that won't retreat. Fight for the frequency. They're jamming the prayers, they're hacking the dreams, turning the Neshama into digital screams.
You are nothing to the voice in the grid, just a ghost in a signal that's starting to quit.
But I'm tuning my spirit to a higher dimension, beyond the reach of their sonic pretension. Every pulse of my blood is a counterattack, pushing the wall of the dissonance back. Resonate! Resonate! The image is away! The image is away! The image is away! It's the war of harmonics. The fight for the vibration where we belong. They bring the noise. with. Up here you were a king, down here you are a meal in the kingdom made of pressure and the shadows that are real. The marine spirit circle like a slow motion storm, watching how the image takes a cold distorted form. Leviathan is blinking one eye like a moon, singing you a heavy underwater ruin. Hold your breath, hold your soul. The deep is coming to take back control. It's the gaze of the Leviathan, the hunger of the trench, where the holy fire meets the salt and the stench. You're a trespasser in water, a ghost in the brine, trying to maintain the horizontal line. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. They don't hate your body, they hate the image you hold, because it shines with a light that can never be cold. They want to drum the spark, they want to mute the flame, to make you forget the vibration of your name. The pressure is a finger pressing down on your chest, put in the Neshama to the ultimate test. Will you float to the glory or sink to the floor? The Tehom is waiting at the ocean's door. The abyss is looking back, the abyss is turning black. One look full of the dark, 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 and you lose the divine spark. It's the gaze of the Leviathan, the hunger of the trench, where the holy fire meets the salt and the stench. You're a trespasser in water, a ghost in the brine, trying to maintain the horizontal line. Down, down, down.
Standing at the pyramid of the edge of the dream, with the reality of man starts to rip at the seam. The cherubim are silent, but the shadows are loud, gathering their forces in the thunderless cloud. I'm looking at the garden from the outside in, marked by the trauma and the weight of the skin. The fowl of the air are diving from the height. This is the firing line, the middle of the fight.
Blow the spirit, aim the heart, the war for the image
Is a work of art on the firing line at the edge of the world. The banners of the ancients have finally unfurled. Flesh against the spirit, the clay against the flame, fighting for the honor of the master's name.
hold the line.
Don't let the image die. They got snipers in the starlight, spies in the wind, reminding me of everywhere the Neshama has sinned. You're out of your league, says a voice from the void. Just a fragile machine that was meant to be destroyed. But I'm drawing a line in the dust with my blood, a king of the spirit standing firm in the mud. The firing line is where the truth is revealed. The image is a weapon that can never be stilled.
We are the breach, we are the wall, we are the ones who
refuse to fall. Have finally unfurled. Flesh against the spirit, the clay against the flame, fighting for the honor of the master's name. Target locked, image active.
I'm looking at a million versions of me. None of them whole, none of them free. The image was a window, now it's just a pile of broken intentions and a fractured smile. One shard is the anger, one shard is the fear, one shard is the memory of when he was near. The multiverse is messy when the mirror is gone, leaving us to wander in the digital dawn. Dawn, 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 dawn. Pick up the pieces, blood on the hand, trying to remember the original plan. We are shards of the mirror, scattered in the light, blinking like the stars in the middle of the night. Each one a fragment, each one a soul, struggling and searching to be made whole. Yeah, we're searching for the whole. The principalities pick through the debris, searching for the parts that they don't want to see, that they want the image silence, they want the image dead, but the light is still leaking from the shards in the head. You can break the vessel, you can tear the skin, but you can't kill the spark that is buried within. Every jagged edge is a weapon of grace, holding the ghost of a father's face. Not destroyed, just divided, not forgotten, just hidden. The truth is a puzzle that's strictly forbidden. We are shards of the mirror, scattered in the light, blinking like the stars in the middle of the night. Each one a fragment, each one a soul, struggling and searching to be made whole.
Wait for the weaver.
Frequency you breathe, the signal in the wire, the one who keeps you dancing on the edge of the fire. I don't need a body, I don't need a shape, I'm the invisible wall from which there's no escape. On the transmission I govern the wave, I'm the one who whispers to you inside the cave. The heavens are silent, the father is gone, I'm the cold grey static of the digital dawn. Listen to the hiss, listen to the hum. Don't you feel the numbness starting to come? I am the prince of the air, the lord of the blur, making the image a ghost and a slur. I feed you the static to drown out the name, until every heartbeat sounds exactly the same. Yeah, it's all just noise. I circle your towers, I live in your screen, the most faithful shadow you've ever seen. I blur out the vision, I tangle the thought, until you forget everything you were taught. The clay is your master, the dust is your end. I'm the only truth that the atmosphere can send. The Neshama is choking on the smog of my lies, as I pull down the shutters over the eyes.
change a ghost in a slur. I feed you the static to drown out the name until every heartbeat sounds exactly the same. Nothing is real but the noise. Static is broken by a word from the height, a sudden eruption of uncreated light. The stars are the witnesses, the moons are the seal, as the Ancient of Days begins to reveal. The image is mine, says the voice in the deep. A promise I made and a promise I'll keep. The clay may be broken, the mirror may fall, but the protocol's written on the heart of it all. The decree is sent, the heavens are rent. Every rebellion
Mud's got a message for the lords of the air. We're shaking off the static and the ghost of despair. You thought the dirt was a cage or a grave, but it's the very foundation of the soul that he saved. I'm standing in the clearing with my head in the sun. The clay rebellion has finally begun. Every step is a strike, every breath is a fire, pulling the image out of the mire. Heavens look down, see the new crown. The king of the valley is taking the town. It's the clay rebellion. Whoa. The march of the image bearers back to their God. No more hiding, no more fear. The restoration is finally here. Yeah, we're rising. You principalities can keep your cold distant light. We got the fire of the Father to ignite the night. We're reclaiming the territory inch by inch. The Neshama is steady. It's not gonna flinch from the depths of the Tehom to the height of the sky. The image is shouting a battle cry. The multiverse is watching the frail and the weak inherit the kingdom that the arrogant seek. He said we were dust. We are. He said we would rust. No way. The power of the potter is the power we trust.
building a kingdom that's destined to last. Quiet the mind, quiet the soul. Let the vibration take back control. It's the echo in the void, the rhythm of the heart, where the end of the world is a brand new start. A steady vibration, a holy design, the heartbeat of Zion on the horizontal line. Listen, the void is singing. Initiate the sequence, unlock the seal. The protocol is moving from the spirit to real. It's not just a memory, it's not just a song. It's the blueprint of where we eternally belong. The principalities are locked out the room as the light of the city begins to bloom. We're hacking the darkness, we're rewriting the air. The Zion protocol is everywhere.
System active, image restored.
The spirit of Adam is drawing the sword. Execute the Zion protocol. The end of the shadow, the end of the night. A kingdom of carbon, a spirit-led throne. The master of Eden is coming back home. He's coming back home.
It's coming back home.
It's written in the blood, it's etched in the breath. A program that's stronger than the shadow of death. From the depths of the Tehom to the Galactic Decree, the whole of the multiverse is finally free. The images synced to the heart of the throne, a frequency higher than has ever been known. The rebellion is over, the signal is clear. The king of the valley is standing right here.
Access granted, harmony synced. The clay and the spirit are forever linked.
Execute
day starting all over again, without the distortion, without the stain. The image is standing, the likeness is pure, a masterpiece built to forever endure. The garden isn't behind us, it's ahead of the gate. A new architecture, a new kind of state, where the dust and the glory are perfectly one, under the light of an unsetting sun. The air is different, the sound is new, the everything is coming through. It's Genesis Reborn, the sound of the victory and the end of retreat. From the carbon of earth to the stars in the sky, the life of the spirit is never to die. The principalities are gone like a mist in the heat, as the image takes hold of its sovereign seat. No more lament and no more dissonance cry, just the harmony echoing holy and high. The multiverse opens like a book being read, with the life of the Neshama no longer in dread. We are the pioneers of the beginning end, where the king of the valley is the master's friend. Once it was dark, now it is light. Once we were blind, now we have It's Genesis Reborn, the sound of the victory and the end of retreat. From the carbon of earth to the stars in the sky, the life of the spirit is never to die. Behold, I make all things new.
The cycle is closed. The dissonance is silenced. The clay has returned to the breath. The image is secure. Protocol Zion is the final word. Alpha, Omega, the beginning in the end, the master and the image are one again. Amen. Amen. Amen.
the beginning.